When people say we're counting on you, it's meant to encourage us to do our best. It's supposed to be motivating. And one might hope that the fear of disappointing people would be motivating, but it actually motivates us to not do anything so much of the time. Because if we're afraid we can't meet other people's expectations, then part of us brilliantly says, then the best thing to do is lower expectations. And the less I do, the less expectations there are, the less likely I am to let anybody down. Brilliant from one point of view, but it limits our ability to live the best life and provide the service that we can provide. So let's knock that off, shall we? If you're not familiar with tapping, check the information in the info box down below. But for now, just go ahead and tap where I tap and repeat back what I say. And please take full responsibility for your own well being. Even though I'm afraid of letting people down, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid of disappointing people, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm afraid of disappointing people, I have this fear that I'll let them down. And the more I raise their expectations of me, the greater the possibility of disappointing them. And even though I'm afraid of letting people down, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who taught me to feel this way. All this fear of letting people down, all this fear of disappointing people. Because if they're disappointed, they'll criticize me, they'll judge me, they may even hate me. If they're pinning their hopes on me, to whatever extent, it's not safe to let them down. Maybe that's happened in the past. Maybe somebody was depending on me, counting on me to do something, and I somehow came up short. And they were very upset about that. And instead of part of me saying, okay, I'll try harder next time, part of me decided, let's really lower other people's expectations of me. And the less I do, the lower the expectations, the less chance of disappointing people. Can't let them down if they don't expect anything from me. It's not that I'm bad or stupid. It's not that I'm weak or lazy. I just learned that it's not safe to let people down. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are just trying to protect me. And I'm also allowing myself to see that the victory of not letting people down is coming at a terrible cost. I'm missing opportunities to be of service to myself and others. I deserve better. I'm always doing the best I can based on my circumstances and my programming. All this programming telling me not to let people down. Not doing everything that they wanted might disappoint them. But not doing anything at all isn't going to make them happier. Nobody's going to say to me, "Oh, thank you for not doing anything so that you couldn't let us down." I love and appreciate myself for the ways I've tried to keep myself safe. And I'm clearing these old fears, clearing the pain of letting people down in the past, clearing the fear of letting people down in the future. Because there's just no pleasing some people. So no matter what I do or don't do, somebody's going to be disappointed. And if they are, I can refer them to some tapping videos on YouTube. Because their disappointment is their problem. My job is to do what I can do to make things better for myself and others. And I'm going to do the best I can do. And as I clear this fear of letting people down, I have even greater freedom to do better. I'm setting myself free to do even better. Figuring out what I really want to do to make things better for myself and others. Clearing this fear of disappointment. Setting myself free to move powerfully forward. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Hopefully that gives you a little more freedom to look at what you would like to do and what you can do without that fear. Lather, rinse, repeat as necessary. And if there are other things coming up that might hold you back, probably have a video at least along those lines. And you can do some more tapping there because I'm here for you. Thanks.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Hey, it's Marie Forleo, and you are watching Marie TV, the place to be if you want to create a business and life you love. And this is Q&A Tuesday. Today's question comes from Ben, and Ben writes, "Hello from South Africa. Thank you so much. Your videos are an endless source of motivation." You are so welcome, Ben. I'm not yet 30, but I've worked my way fairly high up within my company. I'm the youngest senior manager and have worked tirelessly to build a solid reputation. But unfortunately, last year my physical, spiritual, and mental health took a dive. I got through a serious illness and burnout, but in the process, I dropped so many balls, missed so many deadlines, and let so many people down. Luckily, I was able to get back up. I just wish I could say the same for my reputation. I fear I've lost the respect of my business partners and that the damage may jeopardize future opportunities. I've reached out to people to explain what happened, but I fear I'm no longer being given the chance to prove myself. How do I rebuild trust with my business partners and colleagues? Thanks so much, Ben. Ben. Great question. You've got to know every human being on earth makes mistakes. However, it is possible to make a comeback. Now, I know you've said you've explained your behavior, but I'm curious, did you do it in the most effective way? If I were you, here's what I'd do. Number 1, take a walk in their shoes. First, I'd list all the people that I let down and the exact ways that my behavior affected them. This is a great tool to allow you to see everything from another person's point of view, which is awesome for communicating more effectively. Number 2, have a heart-to-heart and put it in writing. Doesn't matter whether it's in person or over the phone, you just want to start calling your peeps, and you can say something like, as you know, last year was rough, and while I'm thrilled to be back, it may be hard for you to trust me again. I apologize for the problems I caused, and you have my word, it will never happen again. I'm committed to this company and to its success. In fact, here's my plan to make sure it never does, and here's what I'll do to make it up to you if you'll give me the chance. After you've had the conversation, follow up with a thank you note and reiterate what you said. Remember, it's one thing to say you're going to change, it's a whole other thing to put it in writing. Number 3, don't talk about it, be about it. It may be a cliche, but actions do speak louder than words. So don't let your mind keep screwing with you. Don't think about what other people think. Just commit to being a pro. I want you to remember this, and yes, it's a tweetable. Positive action is the best way to put your mistakes in the past. Ben, I know you're afraid that people won't give you a second chance, but I'll bet you can get them rooting for you. Remember, everybody loves a great comeback. Ben, that was my A to your Q. I hope it helps. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever let a bunch of people down? How did you make your comeback? And on the flip side, has someone ever let you down and really come back strong? What did they do? I would love to hear your story. As always, the best discussions happen after the episode over at marieforleo.com, so go there and leave a comment now. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends. And if you want even more great resources to create a business and life that you love, plus some personal insights from me that I only talk about in email, get your buns over to marieforleo.com and sign up for email updates. Stay on your game and keep going for your dreams, because the world needs that special gift that only you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Marie TV. It's a G-string on my hand. Stick it in the fridge. Girl, stick it in the fridge. You can use a little bit of oil as long as I don't look like a greasy mambo italiano. Oh.